What's up, Multiverse? Dr. Dave here. Welcome to the Geek Lounge. On today's video, we're going to be taking closer looks at the Attack on Titan Eren meets Reiner Funko Pop moment. And I will just warn you guys, because Attack on Titan is most enjoyed when it is spoiler-free, even though the pop itself is actually a spoiler. If you haven't got up to the end of Season 4 Part 1 yet, maybe don't watch this video, get caught up, then come back and watch this. And the epic moment slash epic conversation takes place across the 4th and 5th episodes of the 4th season of Attack on Titan, when Falco brings Reiner to meet Eren. Falco has no idea who Eren is, of course. Reiner recognizes him fairly quickly. I think the depiction of the scene is actually from the end of the 4th episode, when Falco first brings him down, because Falco is standing, Reiner is still standing, and then of course we have To Be Continued, where they then have their long discussion throughout that 5th episode. And as with any Funko Pop, regardless of whether it's a moment, a ride, standard 4-inch, 6-inch, etc, there's always going to be negatives and positives. I'm going to start with the negative and get it out the way. And it's not even a massive negative, to be honest. It's like, there's no backing, so the scene just looks so open to me. I kind of wish there was a back bit, like the wall, the door, maybe just to give it like a little bit more, I don't know, ambiance? Is that a good word to use? Like, they could have done like the paint job on the like behind the lantern to give it something like of a bit more like ambience, like I said, ambiance, whatever the word is. But that would really be my only complaint, to be honest. You can stick like the backing board that comes in the back, you know, these designs that sometimes they have at the back, but as you guys can see, it's like the wall on fire, so that doesn't really kind of make sense. But I would then say, to be honest, that if you didn't, like if they actually had a bit at the back covering it up, you then wouldn't really be able to get a good 360 of the moment either. So it's not a massive negative, let's say. But let's move on to the positives, because really that's what we should concentrate on. And there are a lot on this Funko Pop moment. I like the floor. I think they've done a good job with that. We've got a few accessories, obviously 2 chairs, the crate, the lantern. They all look pretty decent, but I guess they're just basic furniture items, really. But the cool thing is we actually have 3 characters in this moment, 2 of which are brand new characters we've actually never had of Funko Pops before. And then Eren Yeager, this is actually a completely different mold. Yes, we've had, what, 3, 4... I'm trying to think off the top of my head versions of Eren Yeager, but we've never had this one before. With that said, let's take a closer look at Eren here. He is missing a leg, as you guys can see. The like trouser, the pants are like tied off, which I think is really, really cool. He's of course undercover as some kind of war veteran or something like that. Even the outfit, was that like something given to refugees or war veterans? Again, I can't really remember. A couple of years since I watched this episode. Sitting there in the chair, the one of his eyes is covered, the left eye covered. He's got like the stubble around the chin, the tash area, the longer hair, the way the eyebrows kind of done to make him look, maybe not sinister is the right word, but like still a little bit badass to me. Like, I think that's what they've tried to accomplish here, and I think they've done a really, really good job with this. And in the background there we have Falco, a brand new character. We've never had a Falco Funko Pop before. I do imagine we will be getting more in the future, especially if you guys are caught up with what's going on now. You kind of know what I'm getting at. Here he is in his, was it like, he was like an Eldian warrior candidate, I think that's what it was. Like the yellow armband was something to do with being an Eldian. I think that's what the whole thing was. If I'm remembering off the top of my head. He's kind of got like his head perched up a bit. I feel they've done this on purpose to try and make him look a bit like surprised, a bit like what the hell is going on sort of thing. Like, at least that's what I'm getting from it. I said, like, to get the negatives out the way first, the only one thing I could have maybe liked is if he was on the ground when he like stumbles back. That could have just made it look a little bit more dynamic than just having like 2 characters standing and 1 sitting, but otherwise it's pretty cool. And last but certainly not least, we finally have Reiner in Funko Pop format. Yes, he's not a singular pop, but at least we have something. I can't believe, though, we don't have a single regular pop of Reiner. It's absolutely crazy. One of the major supporting characters in the beginning, hidden antagonist, major antagonist, come protagonist, or at least heroic character. Like, that's the craziness of Attack on Titan, right? There's like, I said it earlier, there's no winners in war, and that's like one of the major themes throughout Attack on Titan. But this pop, for what we have, very, very cool there in his Malian military outfit with the red armband. Was that to signify that he was was one of the Titans or the Warriors or something like that. Again, maybe I should have read into it a little bit more, like refresh my memory. But I do love the stance. If you look at the eyes as well, they're kind of down a little bit. I don't know what they've gone for there. It's Reiner's not really like that. It almost looks like he's a little bit sleepy. Maybe that's, again, a little bit of a negative to it, but have they gone with him like trying to adjust his eyes? Because he's certainly not wide-eyed, which I guess is a bit difficult for Funko to do. But I do think they've done a good job with the Funko. I love the stubble. Yeah, the outfit looks good. Just in general, this moment, I think if I was to give this a score, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. Like I said, there's a few little niggly bits here and there, but you know what? Maybe even 8 out of 10 is harsh. 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. Like the moment itself, as I said in the show, was absolutely epic. I loved it. And I'm just happy Funko have at least immortalized it in this moment, and happy to as well get 2 new characters and a new mold of Eren as well. And well, there we go, guys. That is the Attack on Titan Eren meets Reiner Funko Pop moment unboxed and up close for you guys. That is also going to do it for today's video. So first and foremost, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me here on the Geek Lounge. It is very much appreciated, and I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If so, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Drop some comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this Funko Pop moment. And as always, we've got plenty more content on the way for you guys. More statues, figures, Lego, TCGs, all that fine jazz we love to play here on the Geek Lounge. And in tomorrow's video, more Funko Pops. I will be catching up with my Funko Pop parcels. We've got some One Piece, Demon Slayer, Naruto, a bunch of other things to check out tomorrow. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that and all the other content we have planned coming your way. What is the easiest way to stay tuned, you ask? It's very simple. Subscribe, hit, click, smash that subscribe button and enable those notifications so you don't miss out on any of that future content. Guys, thanks again for watching today's video and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, nerds.